Right, so hello, welcome to actual Fortnite video on the channel. Been a while. So yeah, this will be the last video before season 7 launches. So sorry for that, as you can see, Midas is enjoying a nice cup of tea watching the telly. What I want to focus on today is devices. No, it's got nothing to do with that over there. That is just a prop I was working on, then forgot about. Talking about is the agency devices from season 2 through 3, then 4, and then just vanished in season 5. So just go over them and how they work basically. So first up is the scanner door. Hold here for about 3 seconds. There's the door. Behind you, there's the blue version of that button. Once D unlocks it, discuss the trigger pattern when I go over how they work. Scanner chests. If I just hold scan, double tap, scanning, and drop out the weapon. Be scanned. In my case, a drum gun. And up here, we have a boss / henchman, basically just a sentry. That'll drop your key card, which will lead you to a vault, which you can open. I'm sure you've seen that one a lot, originating from the method used by Yerk YT. God, that was a while back. Don't know why there's no full key card there. We have the turret. Everything except the vault I worked out myself, so I stand in front of it. It will damage me over time, but if I build over it, it no longer damages me. So there's not a lot of devices, but I'm just going to show you how they work and how you can make them yourself. I'll just go ahead and end the game. There we go. So you don't have to use these devices just for your agency map, you can use them on any map. First of all, we have the scanner door. So how it's made is you have a button that you will put on for 3 seconds. You want that to transmit on channel 1, or any channel that is going to go to here, to this sequencer. And just repeat that button on the other side, but make it so it's instant. Then you want to take your lock trigger and make it so that it opens the door when receiving from this first trigger, which you can set to whatever channel you need to. In my case, channel 2. Open the door, and then when it hits the second trigger, it will shut the door behind you, as you saw in the video. We have the scanner chest. This one's not that much more complicated. button, yet again, that transmit on whatever channel you're going to use to enable this. Make the button interaction time about 3 seconds long. Then you want the scanning thing to show up. I'm assuming for, in my case, channel 5, which is this trigger. And then you want to make it so that the billboard is coded to disable when this is going to spawn in your gun, which is going to presumably have dropped out the chest. So those are the 2 scanner items. Pretty simple, really. Up here we have the boss / henchman. What we're going to want to do is, I've just put the Midas NPC, not NPC, mannequin device there. You're going to make it so it, when eliminated, it transmits on the channel. That channel will then go to this item granter. So grant item receiving from channel 8. And then have and greet arch and keep all. Grant all items. Give it. Well, just have those 2 top options prioritized. Then we have another one I figured out by myself. I figured out most of these by myself. I figured out scanner door and scanner chest by myself. I figured out bosses, and I figured out the turret now. This is a scuffed model. I have much better ones in my maps, my agency maps. There we go. So all you need is get your turret build. I did an agency turret. You can do whatever turret you like. Make it so that when the perception trigger sees something, transmits on channel 10 or 11. So you want 2 channels to correspond. So when it sees the player, it transmits on the channel that will then transmit to here, which is the barrier. You do not want it enabled at game start. Turn that off. You want it so that enable when receiving from whatever channel when the device sees a player. Transmit to turn the barrier on, and the one when it can't see the player and is blocked off, to transmit on the channel that is going to turn it off. Hope that makes sense. Now here we come to the probably the most complicated one, and the one I didn't figure out by myself. But anyways, I'll make a tutorial on it. So you want it to explode when receiving from the channel. Just want all this stuff. Explosion radius, you want to turn that on so you can see what part of the bolt is going to blow up. You want to turn all the health bar things on. Will transmit when we explode, receiving from the channel that your key card will go into on this additional button. Then you're all set. You'll have a working vault in creative. It'll be good. Basically, the vault is pretty easy. You just got to work out how you're going to do it. And when you're building the vault, make sure your vault open door piece was like this. The little bit of bar where the holes are, where the locks go, is just a little bit exposed, so this explosive barrel does not blow up the entire vault. Or one of these 2 prop wish list for the agency and chapter 2 season 2 stuff that we could possibly get. I'm not counting Grotto or Ghost Shark in this. What I want, and I think would quite a lot of people want, is if you go to the galleries, scroll up all the way to the top, click on the game tab, I think. Yes, it will come up the indestructible gallery. Now, in this gallery, we have the indestructible version of the shut vault. If we had the indestructible version of the open vault, we could just have the indestructible version of the shut vault. Blow up, and it would make this vault making process that much easier. I don't know, maybe with the release of key cards we could be seeing the actual working vaults in creative, and if that does happen, ignore this vault entirely. I also wanted to touch on key cards. We got, because I had really around a lot during the key card update, we got the Catacorner, the Grotto, and the Authority key cards. Now, I'm mostly excited about Authority because I'm a Switch Fortnite player, and well, we don't like walls that the Authority has. I want that. I want to be able to rebuild the Authority properly in Fortnite Creative, not my white version I have currently. And also just all the cool props like the red and black shadow logo, the red benches, the shadow folders, yeah, that would be really cool to get if we do get it. Also the little light fittings, but the windows, the floors, the walls, the ceilings would be awesome to get in Fortnite Creative. If this Authority keycard is showing that, we could have a possibility of getting it. Now the Grotto, it's the Grotto. Who doesn't want it? It's got cool pieces, good props. And the way they could do it is bring out a Grotto Island that would just have the skull engraved into it. You'd have like the opening hatch area at the top and the water exit. That would be really, really cool. Then we have Catacorner. I would love to get Catacorner because personally I love the POI. It's the only season 3 POI left on the map. So yeah, that would be really cool. Also, I really want the Kit Bash and Kit Parts the robot in creative, but like if you go to Catacorner, there'll be like Kit Bash pieces being put together, and I think the action style of the kit, like Kit's robot body, is a prop. I'd love those as props. They'd be such cool things to like make NPCs out of. Because the player reference device, although it's cool, isn't really the best. So yeah, if we could see those 3, that would be amazing, because there's really nothing holding Fortnite Creative back anymore. I mean, we've got the boats, we've got the cars, we've got the can't see it from there, but there's a chopper over there. We've got so much from Chapter 2. We've got every single Chapter 2 vehicle ever. And I'm really excited for the glass galleries, because that'll help a lot with my Midas room. And like all the glass areas where I've used water on my maps instead of glass. So yeah, really looking forward to that. Season 7 looks like it's going to be amazing for creative, but You might have noted it from earlier that I said there were 2 props on my props I want most creative. And indestructible, small, indestructible open vault is number 2 on that list. Number 1 is the Ghost Cup. Now, I know that sounds ridiculous, but I want the Ghost Mug in creative because it's featured in so many of the builds, like John Jones' Office and all that, but yeah, epic. Either just add Ghost Cup to the they're not gonna listen to this at all. Add the Ghost Cup to the agency prop gallery, or bring out a Ghost House prefab. Ghost House prefab would be amazing, honestly. Like, that would be top tier epicness. I forget I said that. But yeah, free Ghost Cup.